Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So up next, Sunderland at home on Saturday, a 3 p.m. kickoff, which is quite rare these days, but it's a crunch match. It's got to be. Win and we go into the international break on a positive. Lose and the whole picture changes. And God forbid we do lose, but if we do, then it's got to be crunch time for Ruben Amorim. And I'd expect a decision to be made during the international break following a loss on his future. So hopefully it's not going to come to that. Hopefully we'll get the 3 points against Sunderland at home and go into the international break in a slightly more positive manner than we have been. So after the Chelsea win, up to the Brentford match, it was, will Ruben get his first back-to-back wins? And after the defeat at Brentford, now it's a question of, will Ruben stop a back-to-back defeat again? So all the pressure is on him, on his players. So they've got to perform. They've got to rise up to the occasion. But even if they win, the pressure's still on, simply because we've been in this situation before where they've taken a step forward and then they've taken 2 steps back. And look who we have after the international break, Liverpool away, who are not performing great at the moment, but you would still expect a difficult match at Anfield. So it'll be interesting to see how much of that pressure is on the players, how much they feel about it, or whether they're being closeted away from it by the manager. And hopefully on Saturday we can get the win that we need, just to give people, fans, everybody around a little bit of encouragement that we can take into that international break again. But what about the opponents? It's not going to be a rollover. Sunderland, one of the promoted teams from the Championship last season, are back in the Premier League for the first time since 2016-2017. And they've started the Premier League season well under the French manager Régis Lebris. I hope I pronounced that right. And they're currently sitting 5th in the Premier League, having played 6, won 3, drawn 2, lost 1, and sitting pretty on 11 points. 4 more than us. So it's not going to be a rollover that people would expect normally. And I would expect United to take them seriously. Because if they don't, even if they came away with a point from Old Trafford, they would consider that good. But we wouldn't. Simple as that. So United have got to get it right. We've got to face up to the challenge as a team. And all the fans will be behind the players from the word go. We know that. We know the atmosphere at Old Trafford will be red hot as usual. I suppose some good news, player-wise. Ahmad, after his bereavement, returned to training this week. So it's likely he's going to be involved at some point, whether from the start or not is down to Amorim. But it will be interesting to see what team he selects. Is he going to stick with Maguire and delete at centre-back and then replace Maguire after 70 minutes with Yoro, or start with Yoro and replace him with Maguire? Which route is he going to follow with that? And what about the goalkeeper? Is it time now to give Seny Lemans his full debut in front of the Old Trafford faithful? Last week against Brentford, Bayindir made some good saves, but still not fully confident about him. So maybe it's an opportunity for Seny Lemans to don the gloves and show what he can do between the sticks. Then we've got the midfield to sort out. And where does he play Bruno? Deeper or more forward? And I think the attacking will stay the same. I think Brian and Mbumo with Sesko and Kuna will remain the same. Maybe with Ahmed to support them from the bench. So it will be interesting to say the least. And I think people will be watching very carefully how Ruben and his tactics are used on Saturday. We know he's not going to change the system, but what is his team selection going to be, and how is he going to change it around during the match? And as I said before, let's hope that we start on the front foot and get the win that we need. I think a victory for United will mean that nothing will be decided about Amorim's future during the international break, and he should be allowed then to see out his first anniversary. But a lot's going to depend what happens after that. And we do need to keep that momentum going following a win on this Saturday. It's as simple as that. The vultures are circling, but let's not give them anything to feed on. Let's push forward as a team, and hopefully we can be talking about different things and back-to-back wins again. And hopefully that will come against Liverpool. So let's see. I'm going, and I hope you are too. Let's get behind the team. Let's show them our support as always, and let's see what happens by 5 o'clock on Saturday evening. Thank you everybody for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.